So this is the latest iteration of the JX-10 editor. It's basically built to go into a case, so this is going to be a front panel. This is very similar to the JX-10 layout, but I've removed a few things I don't need and added a few things I do. So this is my own editor save section down here, and this is my own display which is connected to my editor. It's not actually part of the JX-10. The JX-10 is actually running headless. So over here is the JX-10. There's the two voice cards. There's the assigner, which normally connects to a display board and a front panel. But as I say, it's running headless. There's no keyboard attached to it. There's no front panel attached to it, and there's no display attached to it, and no cartridge slot either. It's connected to the rear panel. It's connected to a new power supply, and this is a CME UF70 keyboard, which is talking to this MIDI controller, and the MIDI out here USB will go into my controller to control MIDI data, pitch bend, etc., notes, pitch bend. So that's basically running Verkoven V4, and the V4 upgrades have been applied to the voice boards. So back over here we've got the editor, which is basically every single possible, well, as far as I can see, every single possible option to edit the JX-10. You've got the dual LFOs, PWM for upper and lower, voice oscillators upper and lower, mixer, filter, VCA, chorus, aftertouch, balance and volume. Down here you've got dual detune and unison detune, aftertouch on and off, two sets of envelopes. That's envelope 1 and 2, which is selectable by this button, and that's envelope 3 and 4, which is selectable by these buttons. So rather than run out of space to have all the envelopes, I've stole an idea from Retroactive and split it into 2. And then you've got the tone entry here, octave up and down, bend range, modulation depth. This is saving patches. And you've got your assign modes here, sorry, your key modes here, which is dual, whole, upper and lower, split, and special modes. And then you've got your poly 1, poly 2, unison, mono, etc. on these ones. You've got your arpeggiator here, which works exactly like the standard one does. And you've got the chase play here, so if I call up a patch with chase in it, you can see the chase LED lit up there, and you've got back and forth chase. So what I've actually done is my software will actually take in the standard factory CSX dumps over MIDI and decode them into my editor. So I've actually managed to load all the factory patches into this editor, and it stores 16 banks. So you've got recall button here. If you push that, it flashes the bank button, and you can push number 2 and that gives you a different bank. If you select the first patch, it's an acoustic grand, whereas in bank 1, patch 1 is electric piano. So you can see you've got lots of banks. There's 16 banks of sounds. It's very similar to the way that the Verkoven Flash works, except because this is storing all the patches on SD card, I no longer need the Verkoven Flash. Effectively, I'm just using the JX-10 as a sound module. The reason why I've done it like this is because before I had 2 displays, and every time I made a change on the editor, the JX-10 display was going crazy with all the changes, and it wasn't very practical. I wanted to try and keep it as tidy as possible. You've got your up and lower selects, and A lot of these buttons up here aren't doing anything at the moment, but they will effectively come into use. I mean, don't need them because you don't need to manually go into the patch settings and tone settings and change things because they're all available here. But I thought it'd be nice that you could actually push the patch and tone and MIDI and go through and scroll through using the encoder here what settings are in it, so you know, because these are obviously sliders, and if you move them they immediately change that value, so you can't really check very quickly, whereas you can here. And it's all working. The sounds sound exactly like the original JX-10, my favourite C5 polysynth. So it's almost there. I've got some work to do on these buttons, like I say, and there's a few other bits and pieces I'd like to fix. The arpeggiator all works. You've got 8 arpeggiator memories. I haven't sorted out the patch naming yet for saving your own patches. Each bank also has 100 tones on board, which are stolen from the SysX. So they basically create the patches when you first load them, but you can override them. You don't have to use the 100. They're just there as a library effectively. So if you make a change and save it, you're not saving to the tone library, you're saving to the actual internal sound. And if you want and you don't like it, you can go and reload the tone. So if I want to change the lower tone, I just push the tone buttons, and I've got that tone is actually initialized now. Should be 76. So it just pulls in the tone from the library. So each of the 16 banks has 100 tones inside it as well. 50 factory, 50 programmable, not programmable ones, not preset, basically patched, your own tones. So that's about it. It's going to go into a case and hopefully look a bit prettier. Some labelling, and it may actually be a working synth now.